How are you? I haven't
good.
seen you.
Long time no see.
And forever.
I know.
How have you been?
I've been great. We've missed you.
Who's we?
Me, Ben. Those are the only people I hang out with. Me and Ben.
Then yes, I miss both of you as well.
Yeah, you got to come out.
Oh, well.
I feel like you're trying to quit the gig, and I keep trying to book you because I'm like, I'm going to pull back in.
Well, you book me, and then I get onto the J train, and then you
then
go,
I say it's canceled.
Wait, are you on the train yet? And I'm like, well, yeah, the show starts in 15 minutes. And you're like, there's no show.
There's no one there. It's very hit or miss. It has been hit before, I'll say that, my show, but...
I've done the show.
Yeah.
It's been a fantastic time.
And then sometimes it's miss. Big time miss.
And then, 3-4 times in a row, it can't be a miss if it didn't happen.
That's true. That's true.
So it still had a good run.
Yes.
It's not your fault. You don't book it. You just do the...
Well, no, I don't promote it.
You don't promote. You just
But maybe
book.
that is partially my fault.
Well, when it's their job.
Yes.
They don't outline it to you. It's the venue.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad time slot, though. It's Saturday at 5:30. Like, people are like, what is this time slot?
It's not a great time slot.
Yeah.
But it's also just the venue it feels unsafe when I'm there.
It is unsafe. If you guys want to come to a very unsafe comedy show with mediocre comics, it's...
Comics are good. The comics aren't a problem.
The comics are good. It's at the Tiny Cupboard at 5:30. Please come. We need you. But...
Wear boots.
You may get killed.
You might get... Because it may or may not be in the worst neighborhood in New York.
No, it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was trying to be nice.
Don't you think? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's by far the most dangerous neighborhood in New York.
I actually put the kibosh on, because I used to sometimes I would get booked on shows that were at, Wednesday at, 10 p.m. out there, and I was like, I'm not getting fucking mugged for a 10-minute spot. I'm just not doing it.
And even though the train is 3 steps away from the door,
right?
Those are 3 dangerous steps.
Very dangerous steps.
And also, the venue itself, there's no ventilation.
No.
For a place that's been very successful during a pandemic,
yeah,
you would think there is ventilation, and there's not.
There's no ventilation. Also, the bathroom always fucking reeks, and it's just like, so if you want a comedy show with no ventilation,
let's list off all the pros.
Then you might get killed.
There's rats running by your feet.
Yes.
Not on.
No.
Has anyone had a rat run on their foot?
Not that I know of, but there's definitely been sets where people are on stage and a rat runs across the stage. So that's been fun.
That's definitely happened. People, I saw, I don't want to say his name, promoted a clip of his about a rat running around during
I think
his
I know
set.
who you're talking about. That's funny.
And I was like, this is the opposite of what you should be promoting.
I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. Right?
Hey guys, you want to come to my shows? There are rats.
Yeah.
But hey, I riff.
Listen,
I riff on them, huh?
It's an authentic experience,
It's extremely authentic. Doesn't Kelly's boyfriend live next door or down the block?
No, they moved in together. Kelly Taylor and Joe Gorman.
I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah,
Just
they moved in.
In her place?
In her place. Have you been to her place?
I've never been to her place, but she told me all about the place.
Oh, yeah, it's huge. I mean, you have a huge place too, but it's like...
Well, she's got a whole basement, it sounds like, correct?
No. She's got a whole floor of a building.
Yeah, a brother, it was the mother's building,
yeah,
and then the son.
So Kelly Taylor, a friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. She's been on the pod.
Yeah, she's great.
App.
Oh, she's so much fun. And she had 2 people die within the time span of a month in her building. And she was like, I kept smelling the smell of death when I walked in, and I knew it was a second body.
Wait. They died in the building?
Yeah. So her landlady died in the basement of the building, and she said that she smelled something weird. And and then it turned out that her landlady was dead in her apartment. And then her son also died in the apartment. So weeks later, she's like, nope, someone else is dead in here. And called the cops, and there was another dead body.
How frequent was the son's death?
How close to her?
No, how recently did this all happen?
I want to say 4 months ago, 3 months ago.
She was on the pod about 3-4 months ago.
She didn't say anything about it?
She didn't say anything. She's brought up the mother.
Yet. Maybe it didn't happen yet.
Well, she brought up the mother passing away, but then there was a fight between the 2 sons.
Right.
Oh, and the son died.
Yeah. And Kelly has some theories. She's like, maybe the other son killed him. I don't know.
Well,
Kelly's
from what it sounded like, he wasn't living the healthiest lifestyle.
No, mentally or physically.
Right.
So
now Kelly has a whole floor to herself. Let's talk about the pros again. So 2 people are dead. Whatever. She's got a whole floor now.
That is so New York living to be like, yeah, 2 people died in my building. I know what the smell of rotting flesh is, but I have a whole building.
But for the same price. Yeah. Again, a whole floor. And the boyfriend moved in.
Exactly.
Good for them.
Oh, yeah. They're
That's
living large.
Quick.
Real quick. Because they'd only been dating for, now we're just discussing Kelly's love life, but they'd only been dating for, I think, like 2 months or so before he moved in.
Oh, it's been that short.
It was really short, but it was one of those things, very New York tale as well, where his lease was ending and it was like, oh, you can sign on for this lease that it's way more money and spend every night here anyway, or we could just like roll the dice and see how this goes. And if we break up, we break up and you get another fucking place like you were gonna anyway. So
that works out.
I know. I kind of like, I understand the logic. Like, obviously on paper, it's like, oh, he's moving in after 2 months. That's like a lot. But then when you walk through the logic of practicality, it's like, all right, what's the worst thing that could happen? They break up?
There's 2 pieces of paper
right
to do the math on this. You could do the love paper,
right. Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, this is a dumb idea.
Right.
But financially,
it's like
savvy move.
Very savvy move.
Williamsburg apartment.
Yes, right off of Bedford or whatever that's
pretty good.
Place. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Good for Kelly. I'm very nervous I didn't hit record on the video.
Okay.
No, we've been recording. Okay, we're good. Yeah. We're good, and we're back. What was I going to say? Oh, one thing I'm going to bring up because it's just happened today.
Okay.
And first, I think you have the We Were Had pod.
Yes.
Which is about conspiracies.
Yes, it's conspiracies, unsolved mysteries, murders, that kind of stuff.
Did you see the update today with Gabby Petito?
No. Oh my
Listen
God. I'm out of the loop.
To this.
Okay, tell me.
So the boyfriend, we know what happened with the Gabby Petito. What was the boyfriend's name?
Brian Laundrie.
Brian Laundrie.
Yes. We did an episode on that. And then the news broke that they found him like 2 seconds later. We're like, well, guess not a fucking mystery anymore.
Well, so we're all going to tie together. It's been 3 months since then.
Yeah.
It came out today that in his diary that they found in the notebook, he admits to killing her.
What? Oh, wow.
Do you think we're fucking dumb?
Yeah, right? I mean, maybe he just decided to kill himself anyway. He knew he was going to kill himself, so he's like, might as well just tell everybody that I killed her.
But they find... Here's my thing with this, okay?
Okay.
And you're the expert. You're not an expert, but you're...
I'm into it.
You're into it.
I'm into it.
You're more than me.
Yeah.
You've seen more.
Which is shocking that I didn't hear about this.
It just happened.
Okay.
So they find... So here's the thing. He leaves the house.
Okay.
Right? He like comes home from the trip. They're like, where's Gabby? And he's like...
Yeah, he's like
whatever.
She fucking...
Who cares?
Right.
People are like, we all care.
People are like, oh boy.
And he's like, well... I don't know, you're being kind of gay about it.
Yeah,
and
right.
Like, no,
literally. Wow, you guys are so fucking nosy about this girl I killed.
Right, like what? We only been dating for a year.
Who cares? And they were engaged, I think.
Oh, they were engaged.
I think they were engaged.
See, you're the expert.
You see?
So then he leaves, right?
Yes.
And then they ask the parents to help.
Yep.
And the parents say, nah.
Yeah, so basically they were asking like for their help in finding him, and they were like, we don't know where he is, and they totally knew where he was the whole time, I think. Or they knew that he like went into this park or whatever.
Here's my thing. I don't think he went into the park.
You don't?
So a few weeks or months go by, and they're like, oh, you know what? Now that you mention it, he does go down this one trail all the time to collect his thoughts. Have you looked there? And they're like, nah.
Because you didn't tell us about this.
Right, because you weren't going to help.
Right.
They happen to go down that trail, and they find decomposed skeletal remains.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I was like, how quickly do you decompose, right?
I'm not a boneologist. I'm not anyone to tell you how
a
fast
bonerologist, hey-o.
Oh, hey. That's fun. I might be, well, my dad. So the bones are just decomposing.
Yeah, like, doesn't that seem like...
In the park?
So are you trying to insinuate that the parents like killed him and then dropped him there? What are you trying to insinuate?
I don't know whose bones these belong to.
Oh, you don't think they're his bones?
I don't know whose bones they are.
Okay, but wouldn't they do genetic testing on the bones?
They would.
They didn't?
How do I know what they're saying is legit?
That's true.
You know, they found a part of his skull that was decomposed. How?
Yeah.
How did the skull break? Like an alligator. People are saying an alligator got him. But
come
why,
on.
But then why is the bone...
Wouldn't the alligator just eat him then?
Again, I'm not an alligator.
Right.
So I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
You'd think.
You would think. And you wouldn't think that there would be like this was the first thought that I thought when they said that they were decomposed skeletal remains. I'm like, wouldn't you think there'd at least be like some skin and like nasty, gross shit around?
Yes.
This? Like, come on. It's only been like 3 weeks.
It's only been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. How did it decompose this quick?
I don't know. Maybe we sound
acid?
like acid, but what is he dousing himself in acid before he kills himself? I don't even get it.
Saying, or the parents put the bones in. Who has access to acid?
Right, or like lime or whatever. What's it called? Lye? You know what I'm talking about?
Lysol?
No.
They clean the bones?
People like hitmen will kill somebody and then they put this solution on people and it like dissolves them.
Oh.
Yeah. Hot tip if you ever kill anybody, guys.
For those, write this down.
Right.
Tiny cupboard, there's rats by your feet, and if you're a hitman, there's a thing to
Yeah, there's lime or lye or whatever it's called.
It.
Yeah, you can Google it. It's pretty convenient. Sold at, Home Depot, that kind of thing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what it's called. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so and now you're telling me not only is the bone decomposed, they found a notebook that day.
Yeah. And they didn't say anything about it until now? Weird.
You didn't open the book for 3 months?
Yeah. Or maybe they just didn't make it public to the... But why not? We're all wondering who killed her. Let's hear it. Right?
That's what I'm... Right. Just if you see a book and you think it contains secrets of a murder, you'd think...
Disclose it.
Let me open this book up.
Let's open it up.
Unless, like... the cops didn't want to read, and they're like, know
that's
what?
Possible.
New Year's resolution, I'm going to read a book a day.
They're too busy. I'm going to take a break from beating the shit out of their wives to read this book.
To read the book, right. Yeah. They're like, I'm not going to drink, and I'm going to read a book a day. And it just so happened this was the first book.
Yeah, right, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, okay, you're going to keep that resolution.
It's like, I'm going to prove everyone wrong. I'm going to read Brian Laundrie's journal.
Honestly, I would like to read that. It's probably manic and psycho.
It's like... the opposite of Anne Frank.
Yeah, right.
Same ending, but different storyline.
Yeah. I don't know if his diary is going to be, a human rights bestseller for.
It could be a bestseller.
Could be a bestseller. I would buy it.
I don't
know if I would not want to buy it unless the proceeds went to like Gabby's family or something. Then I would buy the shit out of it.
Yeah, I do the audiobook. I don't know if I'd read it.
You know what? I've decided because I was going to start reading too as part of my New Year's resolution.
Going to start reading.
But okay, what's the difference between reading and doing an audiobook? I'm like, I can actually do things when I'm listening to an audiobook. So
There's no difference.
That's not better or worse? I might as well just do that. It's so much more enjoyable.
Do you know what it is? I think it's because like I'm a big podcast guy.
Me too. Huge.
I exclusively listen to pods.
Yeah.
But people that read books don't listen to pods.
Yeah. I think they need to like actually zone things out where I need to be like walking or doing grocery shopping or something.
Oh, I think it's because they think they're superior by reading. That's what I truly do think that.
No, I think so too.
Am I right?
And I'm like, you just have a lot of time on your hands. I don't know. You don't learn anything useful. You're reading a fucking romance novel. Good for you.
Right. What are you learning about that?
Yeah, you're a dork. Anyway.
What else was I going to say? It had me on. Oh, I have a bit to run by you.
Tell me.
I haven't said this out loud yet.
Okay.
I was at the diner with Tobin and Tom Luciano.
Okay.
Mike Mancusi came later. The conversation wasn't fantastic when I enjoyed it. I love you, Mike. Stop gambling.
Have you seen him play basketball?
He played in college.
Yeah, he's like unbelievable. Wait,
how do you know this?
Because Jake Velasquez sent me a video of Mike Mancusi just making like three.
Oh, yeah,
it was
he posted that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He posted that one too. But Jake Velasquez was like, "You gotta fucking see this. It's like unbelievable."
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, yeah. Western New England he went to.
What the hell is that?
That's a college.
Is it a good one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, he played basketball there, so.
Yeah.
That's how bad. But we're sitting at the diner, and I look at the dessert, like a tray. The dessert display.
Yeah, right.
Every diner has a dessert display.
Yeah, and it's like old cheesecake from 5 months ago. It's not even real food. It's like those props, you know?
You're getting to exactly where I want you to go.
Okay.
Because you notice that there's pieces of the dessert missing.
Yes.
Okay. Here's my next question. Have you ever seen someone order dessert at a diner?
I don't think so.
Exactly.
Right. So what you're just thinking is props? It's like plastic?
What I'm saying is something's up. Okay. And I don't like that they're trying to trick me.
Yeah. You're trying to trick you into thinking it's real food or like people are actually eating it?
I don't even know what they're trying to trick me on. But I think
that's how tricked you are.
Yes. Yeah. But I was sitting there and then like this is all going through my mind on how they're tricking me, but I don't know how. And I'm like, oh, like I could have stormed the Capitol.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like I get it now.
Right. Where you're like, they're out to get me. I can't explain it. It's nebulous. But if you're not keeping up with me, you're the dumb one. And you're like, what?
Yes. At least they were like, you're like, you know who's in there? Child eating sex offenders that are taking apart this country. They have like an ethos.
Yeah.
Compared to me where I'm like, I'm just looking at like a stack of brownies.
Oh, I'm so fucking skeptical now. It's unbelievable. I think the pandemic has changed a lot of people, but I used to be like I used to fucking watch CNN like a fucking retard. You know what I mean? Like, and now I like everything I hear in the news. I'm like, okay, well, what's the real truth? Because this is obviously a lie and this is clickbait and this is all whatever. And I'm so fucking skeptical where I'm like, I could have stormed the Capitol easily.
Unless it's New Year's. And you give Andy Cohen a few drinks.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
That was fun.
That's the one time CNN has been truthful.
That was fun. Yeah, literally.
Just had to get a drunk gay guy on.
Truly. But yeah, I mean, it's so... Oh, you know what's really funny is that I was in a doctor's office recently and they had on Spectrum News, just like the local news.
Okay.
And it was hilarious because this, like, the local news is like alt-right. It's what people would consider alt-right. It's not actual alt-right, but like what they were playing, they were like, you know, Eric Adams isn't doing anything about the subway danger. And so, you know who is? Curtis Sliwa. And he comes on, he's like, I will protect this city with my red fucking beret. And then I was like, what is going on in this program? And then it was like, good things are coming from Curtis Sliwa, like blah, blah. I was like, what is happening? And it was like Spectrum. And then, or like New York One or whatever. Yeah. And then it went on to say, it was like, a lot of people are questioning why they got the booster shot when a study has found that people that have gotten COVID but aren't vaccinated have more protection than people that are triple vaxxed.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
And that's a new thing. And they were like, so a lot of people wonder, why did I get the booster? On to you, Steve. And I was like, what the fuck?
On to you, Steve, you fucking liberal.
Yeah, I was like, shit, they're like going for it.
Yeah.
But I was like, they're just saying things as they are without editorializing. And so like seeing that, I'm like, holy shit, because no one else is doing that. Like CNN is like, they say this, but Fauci's like, and it's not like...
Well, sometimes you gotta wear a mask, but then sometimes you gotta wear 3. But on other times, you don't gotta wear any. Yeah. You choose which. It's like, I don't know.
I'm definitely in the camp now where I saw like Ghislaine is going to be outing not outing, but not protecting a lot of the anonymous names that were in the trial.
You really emphasize jizz in that name.
Yeah, Ghislaine.
You really emphasize that part. I like it.
It's perfect for her, Ghislaine. Yes. You know, wow.
That was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Irony.
Right. But I read that like she's not going to be protecting these 7 people or whatever. And I was like, if one of them were Fauci, I would fucking full body come.
Oh my God.
I really would. I would full body come. That would be so satisfying.
Well, I mean, Chris Tucker was involved with them.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised Fauci was.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, right?
I'm in.
Yeah. Guy fucking like loved the AIDS epidemic. That lined his pocket quite a bit.
What's I'm trying to think of who's the Republican senator he's always going to get? Rand Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Rand Paul would come to the moon if that happened.
He would. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It is hilarious. I feel like the only political news I get is from TikTok, and man, is it entertaining as fuck. I always get like Rand Paul just like annihilating people on the Senate floor, and it's super entertaining. I don't know if I necessarily agree with him on a lot of things, but it's just fun.
Well, it's if you don't like Rand Paul, this isn't the time because like, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
He's an MD.
Yeah.
So like if you're like, I hate this guy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then he's like making medical points, you're like, fuck.
I know. You know what's so ironic to me is that I know so many people, they're like, trust the science, like, and they're so obsessed with that. And then now they're like still so afraid of COVID. I'm like, okay, well, if you're so obsessed with trusting the science, then why wouldn't you believe the vaccines work, number one? And number two, like, all the studies that are like, oh, Omicron has like a 0% death rate. So like, why, if you're trusting science so much, why are you still afraid?
Well, because they were told to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just easier to do what you're told than to put effort into thinking.
I know. It makes me crazy. It makes me feel insane.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a bar show going, and people are like, I can't come to meet you because Omicron.
Oh, literally. I
like,
think it's just people's excuses, honestly. Because if it was sunshine outside and it was 90 degrees, people would be like, amazing, I'll go. But it's fucking 19 degrees out in the middle of January, and people are like, Omicron, totally. And it's like, you don't want to leave your couch, and I get it.
Yeah. Well, if you're a bar owner, like, hey, let me make you some money.
Oh, you mean the bar owner doesn't want to do that?
Yeah, I think like a lot of workers are like, can't come in because
for sure,
because of China.
Yeah, right, for sure.
I mean, in different places, they're saying that everywhere but Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And LA. I don't know. I haven't been.
Yeah, who knows?
You've traveled a bit during this.
Oh, I've been going anywhere. I don't give a fuck.
It's all different everywhere, right?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, here's what I never understood. And this is going to get you censored, by the way, so sorry. But
the views aren't really there anyway, so what are you going to do?
So this is what I never understood, is that even during the height of all of this, it's like, okay, LA was like under lockdown the whole fucking time, and they were so sanctimonious about it. And then it's like, okay, so that's what's going on in LA. And then in Florida, that people are just running rampant, living their lives normally. And their cases of COVID per 100,000 people never exceeded California. Like,
right, it's the same.
So it's the same. So it's like, what are we doing here? You know?
And then
if you say that to somebody, like, oh, what are you, a Republican? And it's like, no, I'm just asking. I'm sincerely asking a question, and no one can answer it. So that's you deflecting,
right?
And it's like, why are you acting like you're on this team, and your team is the liberals? You know, I almost said libtards, and I kind of meant it. But like,
take that. Yeah. Everyone that's listening goes like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. But it's so fucking weird. It's like, why do you feel this allegiance to like AOC? Like, why are you getting mad at me for asking that question? It's like, it's a fair question.
Yeah, you picked your side. Listen, it's like, I can't root for the Mets because I'm a Yankee fan. I said I'm a Yankee fan.
Right.
So I can't root for the Mets.
Sure.
No matter if the Mets are in the World Series.
Yeah.
I can't root for them.
Right.
Same thing going on here.
I guess. But it's so, like, don't make your political party your team. Okay. Look at things a little like subjectively. How about that?
Yeah, it's just easier to have a team.
Yeah.
You know?
To just go down the thing and be like, I'll admit, like, I have voted before where I'm just like, I click off every D, and if there's a section that I have no fucking idea who any of the candidates are, I'm like, okay, woman, I'll do her. Which one has a more ethnic name? Okay, I'll do her.
Listen, is that the best way to do things? Probably not.
Meanwhile, they're like, believe in living in a police state or something. Yeah. I'm like voting for them.
Yeah, we're going to defund the police and just put cats outside.
Yeah, right.
They're good at catching mice. I actually do the opposite. I go around to other counties where I'm not a registered voter and just check red.
Oh, really?
That's what I do. And so we're bringing it back. I yell it, in fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
and then
great.
people shake my hand.
Good.
Yep.
Good. You're a great American.
Well, I'm trying to be. You know,
yeah.
no one else is doing it. Now, another thing I wanted to bring up, the wedding planning. I got your invite right over there.
Oh, yeah. How cool is it?
I have a stack of wedding plans.
Isn't it fun?
Here's what I noticed.
Oh, no. What did you know? There's something wrong with it?
This is what I noticed. No, with the invite?
Oh, yeah.
No, the invite is actually very heartwarming.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A handwritten note.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
No one did that, by the way, so far.
Yeah.
I don't have that many friends getting married, but no one's done a handwritten note.
Well, it was kind of it was a chore because I had to go through like 180 people.
Right, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You have the venue.
We got the venue.
You have two venues.
We do?
Well, you got the dinner.
I have a rehearsal dinner and then welcome drinks.
The welcome drinks.
The night before. And then I have the venue the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
But I saw you made a post on your story yesterday.
Oh, no. What did I do?
If anyone has a wedding planner.
Oh, yeah.
Please let me know.
Yeah.
How does this work?
Okay. So I already got like the venue, and because of Mark and who he is, we've gotten people that are like volunteering to do some shit for us. So that's great. But we don't know if they're good or not, but we're just hiring some like random ass fucking people. They're like, we want to do like a videography of your wedding. We're like, okay.
Oh.
Like if you'll do it for free, I don't give a fuck.
When people reached out, I guess, to Mark.
Yeah.
To video the wedding.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, we don't know you.
Because he has friends that do that.
Yeah, but we don't want to put our friends to work. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know. But anyway, so then I've been told to get a wedding planner because there's a bunch of random fucking shit that you don't think about. Like basically our venue is just like a big ass mansion. And so like the chairs, the flowers, like every little detail, like getting like a staff for the catering, like all that shit is kind of like they would handle all those logistics and shit.
That's what a wedding planner does?
I think.
I
hope so.
fully understand. I don't understand how a wedding is formed. I've just attended. I've never ran one.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny is that, well, obviously, but you know what's funny is that when I first got engaged, I was like, why do people make this their whole fucking personalities? You get a dress, you get a venue, you show up, you eat food, that's it. Like, who cares?
I knew it wasn't that simple.
Yeah, I thought it was like, whatever. I was like, I'll plan it in like a weekend. And then you actually start doing it, and there's so many little like micro details, and it's exhausting. I can't stand it. Can I tell you that? It's not a lot of fun.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what the details are. Like, to me, you get the venue.
Right.
I'll get a dress.
Yeah.
And then you pick the caterer.
Yeah, we already got that.
You got the caterer.
Yeah.
What are we dealing with?
We are doing, actually, you know Sean Patton?
Yeah.
Yeah, so his family owns a catering business. So we were like, boom, done.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's great.
Do they do Cajun?
Yeah. So it'll be like really good food, I think.
Alligator? Crocodile? What's down there?
It's a crawfish. It's all like crawfish, like
crawfish boil.
Yeah, crawfish boil. Well, no, because it's out of season. But
there's a season.
Yeah, there's a season for it.
Oh,
but we'll do like it'll be like gumbo, jambalaya, that kind of thing. So everyone's gonna be real fat. At the wedding.
Champagne though, white guy.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
Is that fine for jambalaya?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I've never been to New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans, I think everybody makes it. It's not just for. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was more of a. Is it African American there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Creole?
I don't know the difference between Cajun and Creole, to be honest with you.
Oh wow!
Because I think Cajun is a type of person. I think Cajun is like people that live in the swamps.
Is Creole a language?
I thought Creole was just a type of cuisine. There's probably people screaming at their phones right now.
Nah.
But
people are like genuinely like, no, please tell us.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know it's delicious, but I don't know what it is. And I know that my dress, I can't have a fucking bite of it. I'm going to have like one beer and look like a fat fuck.
Yeah, you're good on the dress. But what the dress process must be, you said you were looking on your phone.
Oh.
And I'll be honest, I've watched a lot of Not Say Yes to the Dress for weddings.
Oh, yeah.
That's not how people pick their wedding dress, man.
No, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, if you ever get married to Emma Jean, that's her name, right?
What's her name?
That's her name. Elope. Just fucking elope.
Just legal.
Yeah, just have her get a short white dress. Yeah, like a short white dress, go to the courthouse and get it fucking over with because this is a nightmare.
Wait, you didn't do the courthouse? Well, you gotta do the courthouse. Don't you need to do the courthouse?
No. You just need to get a marriage license and then we'll do the fucking whole shit at the venue.
You're gonna sign the marriage license on stage.
No. So you get like, have you ever attended a wedding before?
Yeah, no one's ever signed anything, but I don't know how you're doing it.
No. So like the day before, like a few days before or whatever, me and Mark will go to a courthouse in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we get a marriage license, we sign it. And so basically it's all a charade, like what we do in front of you guys. But
no, yes, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, and then I think we're like, once they actually like pronounce us, whatever the fuck, then, which is how they'll say it, then I think that's when it's official. I don't fucking know. Whatever. There's paperwork
no way
involved.
That's how it's official.
You think?
There's no way when they say like, and now I now pronounce you. No, if you already signed it.
But I thought it was
official.
Like, I think it's like we get it, we sign it, they do the ceremony, and then our officiant signs it after the ceremony. That's the order, I think. Yeah. By the way, I was working on my vows, and all I have so far is Mark, insert gay shit here, and that's it.
I thought you were going to drop dates. Or is he going to drop dates?
No, I'll just be like, marriage.
No, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That would be funny.
Now, does he contractually, I don't know how the contracts in entertainment work.
Yeah.
How many ads does he have to do during his vows?
That would actually be hilarious if I was like, this next part of the vows is brought to you by kitty litter. Kitty litter is Greg's favorite litter. Like, blah, blah, blah. We love it. It does make our house stink or whatever. That'd be fucking hilarious. You're giving me great ideas.
You should, what you should do, this is stupid. You guys do it. You walk off the stage or whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
If you have a merch tent.
Yeah. That would be so funny.
You just do a meet and greet. You're like, hey, how are you? We buy a poster.
Yeah. Well, I think for like because usually there's like a takeaway little gift, and I'll just put it in people's hotel rooms so they don't have to like schlep it around New Orleans afterwards, because we're going to do like an after party and everything. So it's going to be like a late fucking night. But I was going to do tote bags with Greg on them, my cat. And then just like at Greg Cutenon. But like Greg in a tux on the tote bag. And then you can get like, whatever. Some Advil and shit in there too. Maybe some beignet mix. That'd be fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Is Greg going to be in attendance?
I would like him to be, but logistically, I'm like, that's kind of, I would like him to be, but that's torture for a cat. To be like, do you want to get on this flight and then be in New Orleans and then come to a wedding?
Well, I wouldn't ask him. I wouldn't, detail it out to him and see what his opinion is.
He's like,
yeah, he's like, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the Donnellys are doing?
Yeah. It's like, it's really cute, but it's, animal abuse. So we'd have to think about.
Well, people do it with the dog.
It's true, but I think cats are a little different. I was actually thinking about this because Greg's getting a little heat because he's been on Tuesdays with Stories pretty prevalently. In the front, like he'll sit in front of Joe and Mark.
In the camera.
Yeah. And so people like him. And I was thinking about, for one of my shows at the comedy shop, I asked the owner, I was like, I want to do a meet and greet with my cat to attract some audience members. Is that okay? And he's like, let me get back to you.
Wait, how many of the attendees of the show do Tuesdays with Stories or watch Tuesdays with Stories?
I don't know, but I would like promote it, because a ton of people, like if they post anything about Greg, they're like, I love Greg, blah, blah, blah.
That's great.
So I'm like, come to this show and you get to take a photo with Greg after.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
People will eat that up.
Which
Did
is
you
insane.
really start selling Greg merch?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got stickers. He's got shirts. He's got a bunch of things.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he's not trademarked. He never trademarked himself.
We're stage parents for our cat.
So for the wedding, what have you checked off? You have the venue.
I have the venue. I have the rehearsal dinner location. Okay. None of the menu or anything like that.
Who cares?
And then I have the dress, which I hate.
Wait, you have the dress?
I bought a dress and I hate it.
Wait, then why are you still?
Because I'm trying to see if I can like sell it on Poshmark or something and get a new dress.
Oh boy.
So here's the issue.
That's fucking trash.
I know. But like, okay, here's the thing is that the dress is like, we get it, you're a wasp. It's like very
flowy?
No, it's like super modest. It's a very modest dress. And I'm like, we're not getting married.
You have the arms?
No, the neckline is just too high.
Is it an A-line seam?
No, you know a lot about dress.
I watched a lot of 4 weddings, all right? I'm not bullshitting you. I know what I'm talking about here.
So it's more of like a sheath dress. Do you know that? Yeah. So,
yeah. You don't think I watched the show? I'm not lying.
So it's kind of form-fitting, but not enough. It could be a lot more form-fitting.
So you think it's too modest of a dress?
I think it's too modest. I think Mark's going to be like, what are we, fucking Mormons? What's happening here?
Well, do you have like a face veil?
No.
So you're good.
Yeah. You'll see what I mean. I'll walk down the aisle and see you and be like, you see?
I'll say it audibly. I'm like, oh, yeah, I get it.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, episode 80 of the Happel Hour.
Too modest.
She brought it up. It's too modest. I agree.
So guess how much I spent on this fucking dress that I can't stand?
How much did you spend on the dress? I'm going to say $4,000.
My dress would cost more than the fucking venue. It's $5,000.
I looked up the
yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't that far off.
It's not that bad. Yeah.
I looked up. Wait, that venue's only $5,000.
Yeah, because it's a nonprofit, so it's super. Like, they don't give a shit about money, really. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, they only charge $4,000, and I was like, okay, then I'm gonna like blow this out with other things because it's so fucking cheap. Wait, how is the
building a nonprofit? Is it a museum?
It's a like historical landmark. So yeah it's perfect. Great. I don't know why everybody BK House. Look it up. Everybody should get married there. If you're not getting married there, you're a fucking idiot.
BK?
Yeah, BK.
And New Orleans.
Beauregard Keys House.
That's how you pronounce it. Because I saw it and I was like, oh
yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Doesn't it look? It looks amazing.
Oh, it looks amazing.
If I didn't tell people that it was $4,000, people would be like, wow.
It was $5,000.
Well.
Wait, the venue's $4,000.
The venue's $4,000. My
the dress was $5,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And this dress sucks.
It sucks.
It's the worst dress ever.
Yeah, but how sexy of a dress do you need?
I know
what I mean?
See, this is a good way to think about it too, is that there's so many events, like rehearsal dinner, I'll dress a little sluttier. And then the after party, hold on to your hats, okay? I'm going to be like nude.
Can I tell you something?
What?
Saying you're going to dress slutty for your welcome dinner before your wedding is one of the trashiest things I've ever heard.
That's what I want, okay? If people say, how do you want to feel at
judging.
If people say, oh, how do you want to feel at your rehearsal dinner? I'm going to say, like a fucking skank.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell your mom that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But really.
Okay. Wait, I'm not judging.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, listen, I hear you. I'll get some crawfish and you dress like a slut and whatever beer you got's great.
Oh my God. I saw this dress today that I almost bought, and it was like, it was completely backless, and then it like starts like right at my waist, and but it's completely backless. It's like sheer on the back, and then it just like comes down here, and so it literally from the back looks like I'm topless, and so it looks like I'm topless wearing a skirt from the back, and so I was like sending it to my friends. They're like, "Oh, that's so cool," and I was like, "Yeah, but then I have to like dance with my father, and the pictures will look like I'm fucking topless dancing with my father."
Okay, so you're trying to find this happy medium of not Mormon,
but also not topless.
But also my father isn't groping me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and my father's also not walking a pair of tits down the aisle, which is awkward.
Right. Well, yeah. Well then, May, what is slutty then? Maybe I just don't know what slutty is.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like a little edge, No,
I clearly don't know. I clearly don't understand.
I mean, I don't know. Elope. I'm telling you right now, elope.
Just get another piercing. Like, can't you just do that and keep the dress?
I'm going to keep the fucking dress.
Or
but
like
I'm going to really be
or something.
Pissed about it. Whew. Pissed.
Now, when you went for the dress, where did you go for the dress? Here?
So I went to like 1,000 places here, but then I also went to where I bought it was this place in Boston. And my sister pushed me over the edge because she was like, "Oh, this is classy. This is, whatever." And I was like, classy.
Well, yeah, because you picked
your
sister's a classy broad. Yeah. She's going to country clubs. She's naming her kid Luigi.
Yeah.
She's going to country clubs. She knows what she's doing.
Right. And I'm like, I'm trying to fucking show some ass, okay?
But not back. I'm trying to show ass. But not back.
Yes. It's important.
You were looking for a chapless dress.
Chapless dress. That'd be so funny.
Well, if anyone's going to make it, it's in Boston.
Listen. Yeah.
Did you do the Kleinfelds?
I didn't. I did not.
You didn't?
No.
I'm surprised.
Well, I didn't want to do the Kleinfelds because it's like, okay, here's the only reason that I did want to do the Kleinfelds, because if they were filming Say Yes to the Dress, I would have told them I'm a comedian, and then that could be my credit, which would be fucking hilarious.
That's what I thought your move would be.
Yeah, maybe we'll still do that. And it'd be so funny. So like every show that they'd bring me up on, it would be like, you've seen her getting in a fight with her mother-in-law.
Yeah. And bring Max with you.
Yeah. We could. Oh my God, we should do that. You want to come?
I'll come. Yeah, sure. I'll take a credit. You're gonna give me a credit. Right now it's Barstool Sports, and I need a better one.
Oh my God, mine's Comedy Central Digital, and by that I was in a Snapchat from 4 years ago, I think.
Oh my God, at least people saw me.
No, they didn't see it. And it was only up for like 3 hours. Wow. And I was like girl at bar. I didn't have a speaking line.
Hey, it's a credit.
Listen, and then there was like this rumor about me that got started because...
What?
Well, okay, so I told somebody that I had Comedy Central Digital, and then people just shortened that, and then on a bunch of lineups it said Mae Planert Comedy Central, and I was like, this is the most positive rumor ever, but it's completely false.
I mean, in 2022, it's not even positive. It's also it's a pretty negative credit to have.
That's very true.
Right.
People are like, what the fuck is that network?
Right. Any credit right now, unless it's like Joe Rogan, is pretty useless.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was that NBC platform that really tanked?
Oh, Peacock. No,
Peacock's doing great.
Oh, it is. Quibi?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quibi. There was another one. CISO.
That's
what I was looking for.
Mark did a thing on CISO.
I think I did a thing on CISO. Everyone did a thing on CISO.
Yeah, that was fun. You know what I've been living for is, did you see that Joe Rogan has the most viewers out of everybody, including like the mainstream news.
Everyone in the world. He's the number one media figure.
It's unbelievable. And the next one in line is like Tucker Carlson.
It's fucking right. It's fucking right. It is. Bring it back.
Listen, I know I'm supposed to hate. I know, like, he's the person I'm supposed to hate, but whenever I see a segment of his, I'm like, guy's got points.
He's got points, but God, just talk better.
Yeah.
I hate how you talk.
Oh, I know. His delivery sucks, but he's definitely a funny guy. You can tell.
I think they're all funny guys.
Yeah, they're very funny.
But that's the thing about the right. They're funny.
They're funny.
But then they go a little far and
yeah,
you're like,
oh,
pull it back.
And you're like, you kind of mean the things you're saying and they're racist.
Yeah, what are you going to do, though? It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. What do you want to do? Not have fun?
Right. Yeah, that's what the left wants us to do, is not have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know. Mark and I talk about this all the time because we talk about in a world where, there was actually a civil war and it's like red and blue states and you had to pick one and you couldn't go back to the other one. Like if this was like some strange world that occurred. Right. And we were like, I don't know which one we would choose because we've voted Democrat our entire lives. But then I'm like, I also want to do comedy. Comedy wouldn't exist in the blue states.
I also want the people with the guns.
You do? Oh, yeah, that's
if we're
true.
going to war?
That's true. Yeah, let's get the guns on our side.
I need the guns.
Yeah. Are you a gun guy?
I'm not a gun. I when it comes to guns, handgun, okay.
Okay.
Do people need a AR-15 in the house? Probably not.
Absolutely not.
But a handgun, go for it.
Sure, yeah. If that's what you think you need, I guess. But
right, for whatever protection you feel you need.
Yeah.
I'm on the 6th floor in in a pretty quiet area. I don't think I need one.
No.
But there's people that need them.
Or like if you live on like a farm and you gotta do
on a farm
shit with your gun. Whatever they do.
How do you think people farm? Do you think
they just shoot
using
the corn?
Gun?
They just shoot the corn up with an AK-47.
The seeds into the ground. Right. That's and guess what? You're exactly correct.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly it. And then they use the bud of it to dig it out.
Yeah, yeah. So I have a friend who recently got sober. And the reason why, this is like such a pivot.
But they recently became a farmer.
No. But he does live in like rural Connecticut. But he got sober because he got wicked fucked up on coke and was super drunk. And his friends were over and he took his like, I don't know what kind of gun it is, but like heavy duty gun or whatever. And he was fucking around and just shooting into his backyard. And then a SWAT team came.
That's going to happen.
Because the neighbors were like, there is assault rifles going off in the fucking house next to us, even though it's like a mile away, but we can still hear it or whatever. And so they came and they like had to like pin him down and arrest him. And his girlfriend is a nurse and she had been like on the night shift or whatever. And they called her and they're like, you got to come home right now because your boyfriend is getting arrested after shooting. And she was like, oh my God. Anyway, long story short, he got sober.
How is every nurse always on the night shift?
Yeah, right?
Every nurse story is always like, and I was working the night.
Well, I think the junior nurses kind of have to like pay their dues. So everybody our age who's a nurse is probably doing the shitty like night shifts, right?
Yeah, being a nurse is very much like being a comic. You have to pay your dues for 20 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get the work.
And then you get the nice work and the nice shifts, but you still get paid fucking shit.
Yeah, and you still don't wear as nice of clothes even though you could afford it. It's very similar. Except the education is completely different.
Yeah, sure is.
But they can both do well with the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Nurses are sassy.
Nurses are sassy.
Very sassy.
I actually thought I was in Mount Snow this past weekend.
Really? Okay.
Great time.
Yeah.
I would assume you went, being from Boston.
Yeah, well, do you mean Stowe?
No.
Oh, okay. Mount Snow. Where is it?
It's close to Stowe.
In Vermont.
Right there. And I saw a girl that like could have been related to you, and I was like, okay.
Or maybe it was my sister.
She had a very big, thick, green fur coat on, and I was like, are you a Planert? If
Did
I
you
had
ask
one
her?
more IPA, I would have walked over and been like, are you a Planert? Because you match everything, and she would have been like,
that's
yes.
funny. Yeah, we have like a certain just like tired eyes. Everybody in our family always has the same like weird eyes.
She was alert.
She was alert. Oh, probably not a Planert then.
The thing that gave it away, big green coat. And I was like, that's the only person I've seen wear that coat.
Yeah,
is
big
Mae Planert.
fluffy coats.
I
love a fluffy coat.
But also Mount Snow trash.
What?
Good time. Mount Snow. Just for
trash.
For people that want to know. Fantastic time.
Yeah.
But
kind of like Killington. It's like if you actually want to ski, it's not the best, I don't think. But if you're going to just like get fucked up and hang out, it's a great time.
See, we usually do Killington.
Yeah.
My friend sold the house.
Oh.
So we tried something new, Mount Snow. I liked it better.
You did?
Yeah. More bars at the foot of the mountain.
Oh, that's nice.
And then the lift, like all the lifts go to the same area, bar there.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah, me too.
Skiing, I don't
really care for skiing. It's like, I'll do, like 5 runs and be like, all right, well, that was fun. And then I'll call it a fucking day. But I'm not going to ski all day.
For $100 for a lift ticket, I end up skiing the whole day.
Yeah, because you're just cheap.
But I'm going to fucking milk this. I hate it, though.
See, I've had that same thought before, but I'm like, okay, what's worse? Torturing myself to be cheap like this, or just calling it quits and having a nice ski day? You know what I mean?
I know, but my friends like skiing. I don't like skiing.
Okay. Are you good?
For someone that doesn't like skiing, I'm very good.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't fall, but I also don't do blacks.
You
Or African Americans.
You don't do the African American slopes?
I don't do the African American slopes. I do the Smurf and the...
Yeah.
I don't know what race
I
green would
can
be.
do blacks on the ski slopes. I've tried sexually and it hasn't worked out. But, they don't like me.
Yeah,
and I'm saying they, and this is horrible.
You got to get Ken back on.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not.
I don't dress, slutty enough, I guess.
That's right. Well, if you change the dress, we'll do that.
That's true.
I am a little nervous about how hard your what's a reception will be. 'Cause I feel like people are going to go in.
Oh, yeah.
People are going to go in.
People are going to go in, but there's also going to be people like Tim Dillon there and stuff that are completely sober. So like Joe List sober, Sarah Tomash sober. So it's going to be like this interesting mix of people that my friends will be wicked fucked up and I'll probably be fucked up. I would like to remember my wedding. That's my goal, but I don't know.
Well, that's why you had the videographer.
Right, exactly. So anyway, so it's going to be like this mix of like people that are drunk off their ass embarrassing themselves and sober people there to witness them being extremely embarrassing. So that'll be fun.
And then, because I have one of my best friends is getting married that Saturday.
Oh, really?
In New Haven.
Oh, that's kind of perfect because that's on a Thursday, so you can still come back for that.
So I'm going to come back for that. I'm very nervous.
That you're going to be super hungover?
That Thursday. Because I feel like people aren't going to stop.
Yeah.
Because they're staying for the weekend. Most people are staying for the weekend, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a parade is just going to happen.
Oh, it's going to be a disaster, literally.
Because also, my girl wants to go early.
Yeah, you should.
To experience New Orleans.
You are going to be so hungover at my wedding probably, and you're just going to keep it going, and then you're going to keep it going for your friend's wedding.
Well,
so buckle up.
Mehul Patel, friend of the pod, friend of yours.
Yeah.
He has a friend that owns several bars on Bourbon Street.
Oh, really? Maybe I'll invite him. I haven't even thought about it.
Let you know.
Yeah.
And then apparently he also knows like an antique store owner.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Tequila bar on Tuesday. The welcome party Wednesday.
Yeah.
The wedding on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then
You'll have Friday to recover.
I got a kosher wedding on Saturday. How am I going to make it?
I don't know.
Lebowitz, last name.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow.
New Haven, Connecticut, too, for a Jewish wedding.
Yeah. That is odd because it's such a shit town. It's like, I thought you guys had money.
Well, she's from, she's not Jewish. I don't know what she is, but they work at ESPN.
Okay. So that's why they live there, probably.
So I think, right. So they're going to do a New Haven. Well, you got a Frank Pepe's, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But that flight on Friday.
Oh, God bless you.
I know. It's going to be tough. Tell me it's not going to be tough.
No, it's going to be horrible. No, it's going to be horrible.
I knew it.
And you're going to stay out late.
I know.
Because we're going to get an after party place that's open for us until like 4 a.m. And I'm probably going to be there until 4 a.m. And most people will be.
You're going to be there for later than that.
Yeah. Really? You think?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I've gone out with you. I've gone out with you and Mark. It's taken a while.
Yeah. Remember my engagement party? I was literally on the moon.
I know.
That was bad. Actually, Mark had a conversation with me like a few days after that, after I'd like gotten over my hangover, and he was like, okay, I don't want to lecture you, but if you are anywhere close to that drunk on our wedding, I will be fucking furious.
He texted me.
He did?
Do you know how many people on the chain of command you have to go through to get to me?
What did he say?
He's like, hey, you guys still out? And I was like, I left like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you know where they went? I was like, I think I forgot XYZ.
Oh man.
And then like an hour later, he's like, I finally came home. No, what time is it?
Oh man, dude.
4 a.m.
So fucked up. It was. I think that hangover was like a 3-day hangover. Truly.
That hangover was a 3-day hangover.
Oh,
and then Ari's cake.
What?
Did that play a factor?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't eat it. I don't eat weed, so.
Yeah, I didn't eat it either.
Yeah, some lady, she reached out and she was like, oh, I'll do like weed cakes for your wedding and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if people want to partake in that, but I don't know if...
She wanted to do your wedding cake as a weed cake? Or do small cakes?
No, like just like in addition to the wedding cake. But, you know, it could be fun for people that like weed. I just don't like weed, and neither does Mark, but that's okay.
I mean, like weed,
alcoholics still
cake.
have alcohol at their wedding, you know.
Are the sober people that will be there completely, like how sober?
Like Dan Soder, I think will be that. We invited him, but
he smokes.
He smokes, but he doesn't drink.
Doesn't drink.
I think Tim Dillon's completely sober. Joe List is completely sober. Sarah Tolomash completely sober. Who else is sober? I think Mateo doesn't really drink much because he's just obsessed with his body.
You see that body?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I got to get on his level. Yeah, that's actually a really good motivation because I obviously like every girl, I want to like slim down a little bit. And I'm like, the one thing that I really fucking pack the calories in is alcohol. I'm an alcoholic. I drink too much.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Not have fun?
I like to have a good time.
You're from Boston. You're going to New Orleans. What do you want me to do?
Okay. I was thinking about that because we're going to be down there obviously before to like set things up and, you know, make sure everything's kosher and da-da-da. But I was like, fuck, I'm going to be in New Orleans for like a week and a half. And like, what the fuck am I going to eat before my wedding? And I can't really drink, or I mean, I can, but like not how I would like to because I'm trying to not be bloated and disgusting for my wedding. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be really hard.
Don't, slur through the vows.
No. I don't think I'm going to, maybe like one glass of champagne or something, take the edge off, but I don't think I'm going to drink during the day. You know, like sometimes people get up there and they're fucked up.
No.
Okay. You're not from Massachusetts?
Yeah, no, I've never seen a bride up on the pedestal. I don't know what that is.
But you've seen a groom do that, right?
No.
Really?
As a matter of fact, May, I've never seen anyone drunkenly commit their lives to someone else.
I have.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I totally have. That's so funny.
They'll stumble up?
They won't stumble, but like they've had like 2, shots right before or something like that, which is a lot.
Yeah, listen, here's the thing. If you spent thousands of dollars on a wedding and a dress and everyone just went, especially to travel for your wedding.
Yeah.
And you're like, I need 2 shots to take the edge off.
Yeah.
You committed.
Yeah. You
also spent 3-4 years of your life with this person.
That's true. No, Mark would be fucking pissed. He would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, taking 2 shots, that's what an open micer does before they're set.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm just going to commit my life to this person.
But maybe that's how people are, because a lot of people are so afraid of public speaking. And I'm kind of afraid of my vows, because I'm like, okay, they have to be like vows. But like, I feel like we're also not expected to be funny, but Mark is going to be like, oh, mine aren't funny, blah, blah, blah. And then he's going to kill. And then I'm going to be like, ugh. Here I'm up here looking like a fucking asshole, just saying I want to be with you and shit. Like an idiot. You know, it's like a competition. It is.
Yeah, this is why people that do comedy shouldn't be in relationships. Because even on their wedding day, they're like, you can't outdo me.
I'm like, he's going to bury me. I'm going to hire a writing team. You want to be on it?
I'll be on the writing team, sure. Let's get a team going together. Yeah, if I could get a SAG card, that'd be great.
I floated this idea to him, but he didn't like it. But I was like, why don't we just do our vows in private so that I don't have to worry about like performing in front of people, and then we just do like the I do's in front of everybody, because I don't want to fucking be stressed out on. There's so many things to stress out about. I don't want to be like, oh, how's my set gonna be?
It sounds like you just want the party.
I just want the party. I want to get married and have a party, but I don't need people like seeing me get married.
Well, let me tell you, that's a gigantic part of the marriage. Yeah. Some would argue that's it. That's the important thing.
Yeah, that was what his argument was. He was like, I think people want to see it. I was like, I don't think anybody gives a fuck. Which is...
I mean, if I don't see it, I'll be mad, because that's the reason I'm there.
Yeah, but
I'm there to party also.
Yeah.
But you go for the wedding.
Eat your beignet and shut the hell up.
You gonna have beignets?
Oh, yeah. I think, right? We gotta have a beignet.
You gotta have a beignet.
You gotta have a beignet.
Well, what's the famous beignet place?
Café du Monde.
I gotta get there.
Yeah, it's good.
I gotta check that out.
There's also this Museum of Death down there that's really interesting. Me and Mark went once, and there's like a bunch of artifacts from serial killers and shit. It's crazy.
That's good for the pod.
Yeah, I know.
Museum of Death.
Museum of Death. How strange.
How many days do I need there?
I think you can get it all. What do you want to do? Do you want to do like a gator tour? Because that's kind of fun.
I would do it. How far is it?
It's like an hour away.
It's doable.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. We did it last time we were there, and it's super fun. But you know, it kind of like takes a lot out of you, and you're like, I mean, I was drinking the whole time. But like,
I'm like, I was taking 2 shots before your vow.
I was like, it was in the blazing sun, and I was like chugging White Claws. I'm like, yeah, it really took a lot out of me. I don't know how, but it was a lot of fun. I would recommend it, but probably like 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
So get there Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Because then, like, you could have 2 days of doing whatever you want in the city, and then, you know, you have to do, like, the welcome drinks and shit, which will be fun, but, like, it's, you know, you have an obligation.
You got to experience
New Orleans.
Because also, like, when am I going back?
Right, exactly. I would say Monday at least.
Monday at least?
I mean, I guess you might as well go Sunday then if that's the case.
And
because
at that point, do Saturday.
Right. Yeah, just go do Saturday. Just leave on Friday.
No, just move.
Just move. But seriously, I mean, you're not going to work over the weekend, so you might as well fucking...
That's true.
You know? Making some pretty good points.
What was I going to say? Who's going to officiate?
I don't know. See, I wanted to have Tim Dillon do it, but then I was like, that would turn into, you know, just a fucking joke, obviously. And my parents would be like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, so we have 2 people up here and they're doing great. Okay, yeah. They're great people.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're making the worst mistake of their fucking lives. We're all witnessing today. Like, yeah, whatever.
Can I tell you something? I always thought Mark was Jewish. I'll be honest with you. All right, I'm surprised he's not, and he's not paying me, so maybe he is.
Right. That's a funny joke. But anyway, so Mark was like, I don't know. I don't think we should have a comic do it because it's kind of weird and kind of like steals the thunder from the actual what we're doing here.
But then who else is there?
So my friend Alexa is a great public speaker, and I think she would do a really good job. My worry with her is that I love her to death, and so does Mark, and so it's nice because she's not a comic, but she's a great public speaker. She could really like knock it out of the park, but she's very unreliable. Alexa, if you hear this, I'm sorry, but it's true.
She's unreliable in terms of delivery?
No. She's unreliable in terms of like... She's like hard to get a hold of. Like she's very flaky. Like I'll be like, I
don't know if she'll show up to the wedding.
But I'll be like at a restaurant and like she told me that she'll be there at 7 and I'm waiting until like 7:45 for her to show. She's like that kind of person. And so it just feels like an extra stress in my life to be like, hey, did you figure out what you're going to say in the officiant thing? And it's got like an hour before. And she's like, I'll figure it out, man. Don't worry. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's between someone you're afraid is going to be too funny and someone that you don't know if they'll do it.
They'll be like, oh, I don't even know that I was supposed to do this, but I've totally forgot. But anyway, we now pronounce you, I guess. I don't know.
Well, listen, if it's that short, I'm in on that.
Yeah.
I love a short reception.
Yeah.
A short ceremony.
Yeah.
A long reception, short ceremony.
Yeah. No, it'll be short. I mean, it's going to be like 2-minute vows, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing, right? You do the vows.
That's it.
Officiant.
Yeah.
And you're like,
all right, see you later.
I do.
I think that's it. Because, it's funny. Olga Namer was like, friend of the pod. She was saying, she was like, oh, like my wedding took like fucking 2 hours. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not an Orthodox Jew. So.
Yeah, you're not breaking glass.
Right, I'm not walking around 7 times or whatever the fuck they do.
The men and women will be separate, though.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yes, well, that's just how you do it.
That's just how you do it, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know who should officiate. Because you can't have, like, Joe officiating.
No, I was actually thinking Doug Key. Who, he opens for Mark. He's opened for him for years. We both know him pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, he would do a good job. So, I don't know. We got some contenders, but... I don't know. I really don't know.
Do you have a flower girl?
Yeah, Mark's nieces.
That's fun.
And the ring bearer is my nephew.
The Luigi?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah, his name is actually Charlie, but yeah.
He can walk?
Yeah, he's 1.5. So during the wedding, he'll be like 2.5. It's like perfect.
Oh, 2.5, okay.
Yeah,
When do people... When do
they are people.
Usually walk? They are they?
Yeah. Around like 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or actually, I don't know, actually.
He'll have enough experience by then.
Yeah, he'll be okay. And even if he fucks up, it's kind of cute. You know,
it is cute.
Yeah, if he like
Unless
gets lost,
he, like, loses the ring, or
yeah, that would really suck.
That wouldn't be great.
No, that wouldn't be great.
Do you have music going?
I think so. So see, these are the decisions that I'm talking about, okay? Because it's like, what fucking song do I walk down? The Foo Fighters? Like, what do I... Most certainly not the Foo Fighters.
Okay.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, there's so many little decisions, and every decision I'm like, are people going to think I'm a dork if I do this? And I'm like, you know, it's just
there's only one answer, the National Anthem.
God bless America.
That's right. Everyone put your hand over your heart as Mae walks down.
With just a speech from Donald J. Trump just superseded over it.
That's right. Just maybe he'll be there. We don't know.
He's a great American.
You should just have... What you should do is you should get the slutty dress, get an electric guitar player, and he just does the Top Gun anthem.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Now that is romantic.
I mean, these are ideas, all right? I'm not a wedding planner.
I mean, we are getting married in the Panhandle, baby. Like, is it the Panhandle?
No, it's not. Okay. That's Florida.
It's the South.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, we don't know where you're getting married. That's not a good sign, but that's a geography problem.
Right. Yeah, the Panhandle's like straight trash.
The Panhandle, yeah. Well, Florida.
Yeah. No, it's true. I just went to Florida last weekend, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in Palm City.
Palm City?
Yeah, my friend was turning 30, and she basically had like a 30th bat mitzvah.
Oh,
like,
oy vey.
Yeah, it was insane. And then there's like a DJ. There was strobe lights. I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna have fun. But
at the Airbnb?
No, they did it at like a country club. I'm telling you, she had a bat mitzvah.
Oh.
But she was just 30.
Oh.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's single?
No. She has a boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know, because I'm like, why don't you just wait until you have a bachelorette party and shit?
Right.
You know? But I guess it didn't
cross
City? Her mind. Yeah.
Palm
Beach? It's by Palm Beach. It's like an hour away from Palm Beach.
Oh, I had no idea Palm City's a place.
Most people don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
For work just told me they're flying me out to Hollywood, I was told.
Oh, really?
And I was like, Hollywood?
Wow.
I thought I'm going to LA first class. No, Hollywood, Florida.
Oh, fuck. Damn.
Boy, was that a disappointment when I opened that link.
Wow. What are you doing there? What the hell do you do? What is your job? Do you want to say it on the pod?
Crypto.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We could talk. Yeah, I could talk all about it.
Yeah,
after.
I want to know what to invest in.
Well, I also want to learn about how to do it for entertainment purposes.
How do you mean? How do you figure?
Ooh, we could talk about this.
Okay. Can we on the pod or no?
Oh, I was going to wrap up.
Oh,
we did over an hour.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, you guys are probably sick of this shit.
Yeah, whatever. We Are you still doing Risque Business?
Yes. So I have two pods. We Were Had, which is about unsolved mysteries,
yep.
And then I also have a pod called Risque Business News, and it's about basically business scandals and shit. We kind of like run the gamut. I kind of go off the rails a little bit, and I'm like, let's talk about this influencer who sucks. And
well,
like,
that's your thing.
Yeah, and Laura's like, this is not business news at all, but. Anyway, it's a schizophrenic podcast about who knows fucking what, but it's a lot of fun.
But you learn.
Yeah, you learn. It's good times. And then you can find me also at my weekly show, Borscht, the one with the rats. Please come. It's a cultural experience.
To say the least.
Tiny Cupboard at 5:30. And then every second Tuesday of the month, Banana Bread Comedy at the Comedy Shop on Bleecker Street, which won't have rats and has great food and is a more enjoyable experience, if I'm being honest.
It has great food. It also has a $10 minimum. Heads up.
Yeah.
And you can't use a card.
What?
Or maybe you need to use a card, but it has to be over 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
You couldn't pay for the mics with a card.
Seriously?
Yeah. That's why I stopped going there.
That's so fucking annoying.
That's comedy, baby.
Yeah, right? We're just like going in the hole financially.
You're right. Oh, we can really go down if you want to. Okay. That's it.
All
Adios.
right, bye.